All right, YouTube, it's Wednesday. Wednesday evening. The time right now is 8:25 p.m. and it's May the 18th, 2016. And right now we are live on the air in our online church over at Tiny Chat, our Rapture Ready Church. And I want to bring this before the church. There is a great deal of born again, rapture ready, believing in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church Christians that are following, and the masses are following this, that believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church, this prophecy by this firefighter by the name of Mark Taylor. He's a retired firefighter going back to September 11th, where he has a prophecy. But he's seen Donald Trump on a news program, and he was kind of hinting about running for the presidency of the United States. And Mark Taylor, this retired firefighter, was set back in a seat. And you know how the story goes, as many people are following this. I'm getting a great number of emails and personal messages and messages on Facebook about this video going around from Rick Wiles, True News, and who had interviewed this Mark Taylor that has this prophecy of Donald Trump. But the Lord told him that this is going to be the next president of the United States, and he thought it was going to be in 2012. And it followed another prophecy. You guys got the video, you know. I don't want to make a long video. Something about the winner of the Kentucky Derby or something would be Secretariat, and it ended up being American Patriots. So he thought maybe he had the prophecy wrong. But then now when Donald Trump said he was going to run for 2017, when he said he was going to run for the presidency of the United States, that this is the prophecy, and he gives this prophecy. But he also says that we have it all wrong, that America has never been under judgment. But the prophecy of Donald Trump, basically, I'm trying to make it short, not a long, drawn-out video, and we are live as I speak, that Donald Trump, God is going to use Donald Trump to restore America, to give America another chance, to bless America. And there's a problem with this. There's a problem with this if you believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church. Now, first I want to state that this interview was done by Rick Wiles, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever, and his broadcasts from True News. Now, if you do your homework and do your research, you'll know that all of the listeners, all of the followers at True News do not believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church. Rick Wiles is strongly post-trib. I could never be a guest on Rick Wiles' True News because I believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church. He will only allow someone on his program because of his viewers. They do not touch the pre-tribulation rapture of the church at all. So I could never be a guest on Rick Wiles' True News. Now, with this prophecy that the Lord had given this firefighter, retired firefighter Mark Taylor, is that you know the prophecy. You've all listened to it. You've all sent me this video. But there's a problem. There's a problem if you believe in the pre-tribulation rapture. With this prophecy of this firefighter, then, let me ask you that believe in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church, and talk about pre-trib, rapture is near. That's who we have in our room tonight, in our chat room. Made a good point. And so what do we, if we believe this prophecy, do we throw out the entire book of Thessalonians? Because if this prophecy is correct, does that mean the rapture of the church has been canceled? Does that mean that God decided that the birth pains, we know something happened. Something happened in 2011 when birds started falling out of the sky. 1,000 turtle doves fell out of the sky in Italy. 500 million drumfish washed up on the shore of the Chesapeake Bay. Mass animal die-offs around the world. Cattle falling over dead in Vietnam. animals falling dead, Christchurch, New Zealand, amen, mudslides, landslides, a 9.0 earthquake, and a giant tsunami that cripples the Fukushima nuclear reactor in Japan. We knew, and they're increasing today, and the birth pains are increasing and increasing and increasing. So if we follow this prophecy, does that mean that God changed his mind? And not, that's really not the birth pains. You guys are watching earthquakes going off the charts, and all of the things that are happening in the world today, and you think you think it's the biblical birth pains, but it's not. I was just fooling. We're going to send Donald Trump in, and he's going to restore America and bring back the economy, and everything is going to be fine, and there's no rapture right now. Something I want you to think about. Let me try to get some, that's what's very troubling when so many people are following this. That means the rapture is not at hand. We didn't really experience all of these time of like a woman in travail. So these weren't the birth pains. Something is not setting right with me. I just wanted to run that by all of you guys, each and every one of you, what it would sound like to me. Because if you believe like Rick Wiles and True News and all of their listeners there, they don't believe in the rapture of the church at all. So we could be anywhere in end time Bible prophecy. They're not looking for that blessed hope. I'm looking for the blessed hope. I believe in the imminent rapture of the church, and I know what happened. I know the birth pains began. I'm a watchman on the wall, and I know, amen, that when the animals started dying, the birds started falling out of the sky, and the waves and the seas were roaring. I wasn't looking for the apocalypse. I knew this was the birth pains. This was the biblical time of sorrows. Christchurch, New Zealand, mudslides, landslides, mass animal die-offs around the world, earthquakes in diverse places. I knew we were close to going home. So I just wanted to bring this before all of you. I don't follow this prophecy. It kind of sounds to me like, believing in the pre-tribulation rapture of the church, if this man is correct, that this may not be a prophecy from the Lord. So be careful. What if it's a prophecy of the one that's going to come and fool the entire world and bring peace? Be careful of the lies of the devil. Leave me your comments below.